All right, Cindy. So Kim, I'll let you and Rhonda maybe check out the chat for anybody that's having challenges. And then if you guys can maybe, Rhonda, maybe if you can put in the chat where to send the support tickets and let them know what's going on. Let's give it 30 more seconds, start the recording, and we're going to go ahead and get going. It's so quiet. All right, got Georgia, welcome. I can rap for you if you want to, but it won't go well.
I'm game. What do y'all think?
Solo, nobody hears me, right? Or like Rick Warren says, prison music, always missing a few keys and behind off a few bars or something funny like that. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get the recording started before I make any more bad, terrible jokes here. Well, listen, welcome everybody to the RLink Community weekly call. We appreciate you joining. We have so many things that are happening. It is exciting. If you look at some of the support team and like, man, y'all look pretty tired. It's because we are tired. I know that Rhonda was up at 4:30 this morning. Kim has been getting over feeling a little challenged, but she is definitely on the men's, and can't really thank them enough for how much hard work they put in around the clock and really 7 days a week. And here's the crazy thing about it, like, you own just as much of this as they do and I do. We own this. You've heard that quite a few times, and I want you to continue to remember that. Like, this is not one person's project. Like, this is all of our project. And I love meeting with all of you on a weekly basis to go over all the things. And so what I'm going to do, first of all, just to make sure that we get this out of the way, we're going to do the disclaimers, because it is important that we make sure we stay compliant. And I know that most of you are you're in the community or you wouldn't be here. And so you've seen these disclaimers. Feel free to screenshot it if you have not and go through this. I'd encourage you, if you're doing things with your community, make sure you use the same disclaimer slides. And this presentation may contain some forward-looking statements. Matter of fact, it is going to contain some forward-looking statements, because we're going to tell you some of the things that we're working on. No earning claims or financial advice is being provided. All digital rewards mentioned are for utility purposes only. Please do your own research. We want you to do your own research. And the information provided herein is strictly for educational purposes. And nodes and blockchain operations are governed by the DGF, the Distributed Governance Framework. So before I get into some of the things that we're working on that are really exciting, let me go ahead and let's see. It looks like something changed. Let's see, Rhonda, did I go to I'm under Community Builder. Oh, here it is. Found it. I was going to the broken down sheets there. We're good to go now. I went to disclaimers first. All right. Just as a reminder, we are not sure how long this is going to go on. And this has been one of the best promotions we've ever launched, because it's pretty easy to understand the value of a Boost NFT, where you purchase one NFT, you get one for free, and for 6 months, it doubles your daily distribution. So if you're getting 1,300 tokens a day for 6 months, once you activate it, you're going to double that. It's like having an additional node for 6 months. What I've had people do, people that I've actually had purchase nodes from me, I went back to them, let them know about this promotion. Let's say they had 5 nodes. A few people that I've talked to, what they're doing is they're buying 5 Boost NFTs for now, but they're also buying some for the future, knowing that the price continues to go up on these Boosts, knowing that the buy one, get one free is a promotion. It's not going to last for long. And so they'll buy extras. Now, my warning to you is make sure you don't activate any NFT boost that you don't need. So in other words, if I had 5 boosts and I activated 6 of those boost NFTs, then one of them is just boosting nothing and you can't deactivate it. So you wasted that boost. So only activate exactly what you need. And this actually says what I was just saying. It doubles your digital rewards for a period of 6 months. It's designed to accelerate your earnings and maximize the value you receive from your participation. So again, that's a great deal. It's like having an extra node for only $750 for that boost, because if you're paying $1,500 and you're getting 2 of them, you're only paying $750 each, which is a phenomenal promo. Now, we're going to talk about 2026, the event that we've all been waiting for. It's officially live, where AI communication and commerce converge. And let me just say this real quick. Let me take down the elements. Okay, and Kim, thumbs up. You can still hear me okay? Okay, great. I got so much going through my mind. I'm just trying to slow down and not hit you with the fire hose, but yet I want to paint the picture of where we're going. So if that sounds good, let me know in the chat. But we're working on some things behind the scenes that it is pretty astounding. I don't even know the right word for it. Number one, next week, I fly into New York City on Monday. I will be over at the New York Stock Exchange on Tuesday doing 2 interviews, one with Fox Business and one with FinTech. And these are powerful interviews, and it's exciting. And so send over your prayers and wish me success. And we'll be doing that. And that's just 2 of a bunch of PR. Okay, Kim, I'm back. Can you hear me okay? Thumbs up, Kim. Okay, it dropped me. Sorry, everybody. The yesterday it was Verizon and a bunch of cell phone carriers all throughout the United States, and today it's my internet of all times, the most inconvenient time. That's normally the way it works. But anyway, so we have a lot of PR pieces, not counting what I want to talk to you about or what you just heard about for next week. On top of that, Kim has been working on quite a few different projects that we're going to roll out over the next 6 to 12 months that are also very exciting. And I'm just nervous, making sure you guys can hear me okay. Let me give you a few of those things to paint the picture. We're working on the AI digital assistant. What we're going to show you in February, a few weeks from now, is going to blow your mind. So we're going to show you the AI digital assistant that we've been working on that is off the charts. Kim's been working on an AI agent for the platform. Okay, we'll tell you more about what that's going to be. These projects, or they're elephants, they're enormous, right? On top of that, a customer service app. We're in the process of fixing it to where, and Kim, we're getting some dings of people joining. So I don't know if we can turn those off. Okay, and then I had somebody say that they can't see or hear me. All right, let's see. I can see Jordan. Jordan, can you hear me okay? Jordan Russell? All right, Rhonda, can you hear me okay?
You, Darin. If you're hearing, so I guess we must have restarted. If you're hearing an approval sound, I turn the waiting room back off so people can.
Good now.
Okay.
Good now. Yeah.
Good. All right.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right, everybody. Well, listen, thank you for your patience. By the way, version 2 of this platform is rolling out next month. And so, and by the way, everybody, if you can do me a favor, if you can hear me, please don't text me. Because I got about 50 texts coming through and I can't focus. I'm going to turn it on Do Not Disturb. Pepper's laughing because she knows people like me, ADD, ADHD, ADT, all those different things. It's distracting, and I appreciate you letting me know, but there's a bunch of people letting me know. All right. So with that said, we got an AI agent for the platform we're looking to roll out. We got an AI digital assistant. We have a customer service app that's going to have the power to service 1 million+ people with very few employees. That's in the process of being worked on. We have a community building tool that we're going to roll out to the community at the event next month. That is going to be an interactive tool. It's going to be something that someone can come in and they can say, hey, Lisa, I've got something I want to share with you. May or may not be for you, but if I sent you a quick short video, would you take a look at it for me, right? And we'll give you different approaches. It's very non-threatening. It's not pushy. It's not salesy. And then it's going to be a really cool video that's going to keep their attention, and it's interactive. And that way people can just send something to someone and let that do the presentation. All we are is the commercial to get someone to watch the movie. And we've been working really hard on that. And there's a lot of time, energy, and effort and money put into that. We will unveil that at the event in a few weeks as well. On Pixa, the social selling app, we're going to unveil the next version and give you a little peep at what that's going to look like, because we're taking and revamping that app before we roll it out. And if you think you're excited when you saw the beta version of Pixa, wait until you see what we're going to share with you next month at the event, of tying that in to everything else that we're doing. So with that said, we're going to go back to the elements and or the slides. And I'm going to share with you some more details of the event. All right, so let's get through slides here. We went through the boost. Now let's talk about the Ignite event, February 19th through the 21st. Now, there have been some changes. I'm going to share with you those changes, and it's exciting. Just bear with me. We're going to get all of this information out in emails. We're going to put it in the group chats. That way, there's clarification. You have the FAQs. If you have something that's not being answered, you can always send in a support ticket. Rhonda, can you let me know if you can see the elements? Somebody in the chat can let me know if you can see the elements, the slides. Yes. All right. Good stuff. So it's a live in-person event, February 19th through the 21st, Tampa, Florida, and limited in-person seats. So what you're going to want to do, and up at the top of the screen, and I'm going to give you the link as well, you can see Get Event Ticket Now. Now, before you purchase, I want to share something with you. But after this is over, you can make the decision if you want to get your ticket now or wait for what I'm going to share with you that's going to be live in the next 24 hours. So this is a launch. It is not a conference. We will be showing you real products working in real time, pulling back the curtain on what we've been building and how it actually works in the real world. So this is not, here's what's coming. It'll be some of what's coming, but we're going to be launching. And you've also got the link in the chat. Thank you, Rhonda, for putting it out there. So you can see the link in the chat, or you can click on the link up top. And by the way, I think Rhonda put in skinny jeans on the stage on this slide. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but thanks, Rhonda. All right, then what the experience looks like. Thursday evening is a vision and platform overview. That will be where you can invite your guests, and you're going to have some of the top leadership given an overview. And last time that went extremely well. Okay. And right now we do not have a virtual ticket. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Last time we did that, it was outrageously expensive to have the speed of the Wi-Fi that you need and an entire new team running that. So right now it is just in person. So we'll keep you posted if something happens, and we can't make that happen. But right now, it is only in person. Friday and Saturday are the main sessions. We're going to have live demos, walkthroughs, use case scenarios, a lot of fun, a lot of energy. It's a multi-day experience to help you understand what we're launching at the event, not to overwhelm you, but then also to give you a strategy of what to do when you leave that event. Early bird tickets are now open. This is where I'm going to give you an update. We have general admission, we have VIP, and the price is going to increase, right? The early bird pricing is through January 25th. So right now the tickets are at the lowest prices they will ever be. Once the window closes, prices go up, and they keep going up the closer we get to the event. Now, let me share with you, normally at a tech event, like where they have like SaaS products, which are software as a service. If you normally have a VIP ticket, like Kim will verify this, all the events that she's been to, I've been to, most of those are around $2,000 because they're treating you like royalty. There's a lot of perks, but it's pretty pricey, right? $2,000. Sometimes if it's early bird pricing, it's 12 to 1,500. So what we're trying to do is going, okay, how can we make it the most affordable we possibly can? And so we're going to show you a couple different options. Then we're going to talk about if you want to buy in bulk, you and other people, if you want to buy for your team and then split the cost, you can actually do that. But here's what we have so far. Again, our goal is to make this a phenomenal experience for you. So general admission includes full access to all of the main sections, platform demos, live reveals, community networking, okay, 25,000 bonus tokens. You have to attend to receive those tokens. And then if you purchase the dinner cruise ticket, you're going to save $50 if you do that combo at checkout. All right. Now, with 25,000 bonus tokens, none of us control the market. Our goal is not to pump a token. We can't guarantee anything. You saw the disclaimers, but you can imagine those 25,000 bonus tokens. What if in the future, right, things go extremely well and we bring on millions of customers like we believe we can? 25,000 bonus tokens is phenomenal, okay? And you're getting 25,000 bonus tokens and everything else that you just saw. Now, the VIP experience is everything in general admission, a private VIP reception, an exclusive branded VIP swag bag, and the dinner cruise is included, right? And not only that, you're getting 50,000 bonus tokens, and the token promo is the early bird promotion. So 50,000 bonus tokens, $597. And so you're getting deeper access, curated connections, dinner cruises included. All of that is part of it. Now, here's where I want to give you the announcement. If you're just buying one general admission ticket, then go ahead and purchase yours immediately to take advantage of the lower price, to take advantage while tickets are available. Same thing with VIP. However, if you're like, hey, look, I want to, purchase for 5 team members, they can pay me back, or I want to run some incentives. Quite a few of you have reached out and said, listen, is there a group discount where if we buy multiple, I'm getting a discount? So the answer is, we heard you, yes. If you buy 5 or more of the general edition, you're gonna get $50 off, which takes it down to $147 each. If you buy 10 plus tickets, you're $100 off, or $97 a ticket. So you can actually drop that ticket basically in half if you buy 10 or more tickets. And again, you can use them as incentives. You can gift those to other people. You can have people pay you. We don't really care what you do with that, but that allows you to get deeper discounts and allows you to run promotions and allows you to do whatever you want to do with those. Now, the VIP ticket, if you buy 5 tickets, you're getting $200 off a ticket, which drops it down to $397. If you buy 10 plus tickets, it drops off another $100. So the VIP ticket with the dinner cruise is only $297 and the 50,000 bonus tokens. That's phenomenal, and I'm sure you will agree. Now, that is not ready to purchase yet. So if you're looking to buy multiple tickets, then don't buy today. Wait until we put it in the chats. Wait until we send it out in the email, and then it will be in the shopping cart, right? That was something new, but us saying, hey, we're going to offer that is the easy part. The hard work is putting together the entire funnel, the automation, the charge process. It is a massive amount of work that Rhonda and Kim will have to put in to get that done for you. Okay. But the good news is that we're going to do that. All right. So wanted to make sure we announce that today, and because we're very excited. We're a little over a month away and can't wait to spend time for you. So let me know if you're going to be in Tampa in the comments in the chat, please. Would love to see your names in the chat if you're going to be there. And yes, if you bought a VIP ticket, we will auto upgrade you and they will take care of you. So Rhonda, if you put the support email in, if anybody has any questions on that. Now, the dinner cruise, private sunset cruise, dinner, drinks, music, no agenda, just conversations, having fun, leaders and builders together. The last time that was the highlight, one of the big highlights of the entire event in Fort Lauderdale was that dinner cruise. People were having so much fun. Some of you, maybe a little too much fun. Some of you didn't know you could dance. Some of you, we think you can dance, but we saw you. It was great, right? We were all having a blast. That's all that matters. Now, not a formal event. We're just going to have fun. So enjoy. All right. Can't wait to see you. Now, the early bird token promo, just as a reminder, early bird purchases only, and it's tied to attendance. So if you do not attend, you do not get the bonus tokens. We're rewarding people who commit early and show up. These bonuses are available in the early bird window and tied to attendance. So why early matters: lowest ticket prices, highest bonus tokens, limited in-person seating. Early bird closes January 25th. And now is a great time to get your ticket, or tomorrow, the next 24, 40 hours, once you see that email come out. Now, it's this is a front row moment. Love to see the entire community in the room. If you're planning to attend, here's the link, or you can click on the button at the top, and I can get Rhonda to put that in the chat one more time. Now, let me go back where I can see all your smiling faces. And let's see, Rhonda, if you can do me a favor. Can everybody still hear me okay? I think most everyone can hear me okay as we give you a few things before we close out. All right, good stuff. Now, okay, good. So you can unmute. Awesome. Now, here is what I would encourage you to do. And I want to share with you something that really, it was a point in my life, business-wise. I had an event like the one that we shared with you. Now, at this point in my life, if you've ever looked or ever heard me share my story, you know it was really bad. Bankrupt, repossessed, assistance, depressed, and I really had no hope. And I think we can live with a lot of things, but when you have no hope, it's really hard to push forward and be excited about life and have goals and be driven. But I was blessed because I had someone in my life that I really looked up to and respected that really shocked me by telling me what I needed to hear and not what I wanted to hear. When he told me about an event like this one, it was only 2 weeks out. It wasn't over a month away. And we're trying to repossess my car, but I was strategically hiding that car every single day. And it's like, I'll see you at the big event. And I gave him all the excuses. Hey, I don't have any money. I can't afford it. He didn't tell me what I needed to hear. He goes like, what did you just say? And he made me repeat it. And I go, I can't afford it. He goes, first, how would you like to never be able to say that again? Because if you can't afford it, Darin, being a grown man with the family, don't admit it. Something you're doing is not working. And if you to change, you gotta be a different person, and you gotta have a different mindset, and you gotta start doing different things. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. I was mad and I was upset. I was not as personally developed as I am right now. You can ask my wife. I was at that age where I told my wife I had the money. The event would be in Texas to open up a can on him and teach him not to talk to me like that. When in reality, it was a blessing, and it was stirring up emotion because it was meant for me. I said, I don't have a lot of time. Darin, I thought you wanted to raise your kids. I know you wanted daycare to raise your kids, right? And I didn't like that either. He's like, but if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting where you're getting. The last excuse I gave him was, let me think about it. And he goes, what is there to think about? Those who don't take advances don't make advances. You spent money to get into debt. I'm trying to get out of debt. And you're going to go ask your broke friends and family, what do they think? And who cares? They're broke. And if you buy their opinion, you buy their lifestyle. And I hid my car. I drove overnight, slept in my car, went to the event. And what's fascinating, you've heard me say this probably before, you can't change your life overnight, but you can change the direction of your life overnight. That was a pivotal point. Big leaders are created at big events, or leaders are created at big events. Big decisions are made at big events. Your network ends up being your net worth. Your Rolodex, right? The people you hang around and the people you know. I heard a billionaire say this recently. He said, your Rolodex is your Rolex. And so what happened was I was mentally enslaved by my environment and the people around me and didn't even know it. And that was people now, they're like, how have you done what you've done? Where before, if they would have seen me, they would have thought no one was counting on Darin Kidd to win at anything in life. And so here we have an event coming up. You will have some of the sharpest entrepreneurs in the entire world in that room. Some of the greatest people you've ever met in that room. People that have given $25 million to fight sex trafficking. People that have multiple businesses that have done over $1 billion in revenue in a very short period of time. People that made billions of dollars in the blockchain space. There will be influencers that all of you see online that you watch a lot of times, multiple times a week, and you've never met them. They don't know you. You don't know them. You know who they are that will be in that room, right? Because I know the people that are coming on board. And some of these people are some of the biggest influencers in the entire world, and they will be in that. So this is an event. It's not hype. It's just the truth that has never happened before, will probably never happen again. It is not a hype event. It's a launch event. And so, number one, when I went to my first big event, I'm like, I can't control anybody else, but I can control me. It was me by myself. But that's your best investment. The best investment you ever make is in yourself. And the second thing I would do is go, how many community members do I want to have with me? So in other words, if let's say you have 5 different individuals that you've introduced to this community, and they've introduced a few people, my goal would be how many people in each of those communities can I have with me in Tampa at the launch? Because can you imagine if we've got a leadership call coming up here shortly, and I'm going to talk to them about, hey, look, what if you had 10 people that you're working with in your community, buy 10 tickets each, you could have 100 people in that room. Now, it only takes one, you, to change your life. But can you imagine the people that you have, the excitement, the momentum, and the vision that they're going to see? The last event we did in Fort Lauderdale, and their community has grown a lot since then, since last year. We have several $1 million in sales over the next 30, 60, 90 days just from that event because people saw the vision of where we're headed. And I can tell you, we're evolving so fast. Like even the vision that we had last year is nothing compared to what we have right now. Like think about the things that I mentioned to you at the beginning that we hadn't even told you about, or we hadn't gone into detail, or you've not seen the demos. And by the way, some of you are seeing the demo of version 2 of this platform. This platform next month will look like a horse and buggy. I'm telling you. And the next platform looks like a jet. Some of you are seeing the new version of that demo. Someone can put it in the chat. But here's a warning to all of you. That demo is great for you to see. It's not going to be, the version of what we roll out will be even better than what you just saw in that demo. But that demo was really made for the internal leadership and community leaders like you, just to go, hey, take a look at this. Is this not mind-blowing? but it's not made to really send out to your friends, family, and neighbors, because they're not going to understand why you're showing them this powerful platform that has 100 bells and whistles that they've never seen before, right? So it really wasn't made to be a prospecting tool. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't send that out to a bunch of people and expect them to get excited about the blockchain project, because they're going to be overwhelmed. And not to mention, that's what you're seeing is all of it on time. When we roll it out, there's going to be a very basic version. Like if you're doing a meeting like this, you'll see a few things. You're not going to see all that stuff that you're going to see on the demo. Not every person that uses the platform is going to be excited about every part of that platform. So there's a whole strategy on how we roll that out, how we share with other people, the user experience when they start using it, not overwhelming them. Like, what if it's just, somebody wanting to jump on 5 or 10 of their real estate agents and they're a real estate broker? They don't care about some of this other stuff. And so I just want to make sure I put that out there just so you understand why we have that demo, what the purpose of the demo was, and that's about it for the demo. But again, you hadn't heard us talk about a whole lot about the AI agent or the AI digital assistant. You hadn't heard us talk about the next version of customer service, having an app where we have AI agents and that could handle millions of people at one time with very few employees, or an event app that we're building. Like Kim is working hard to build that app that's going to be interactive and fun, that we can use to build a community all over the world. That's another tool that allows you to leverage your time, energy, and efforts, have fun, and be able to explode your business at the same time. The community building tool that we're going to roll out, the Pixa, the next version, all of these things are really exciting, and you're going to see them in person next month. And let's see if there's anything else. And I have a list of 10 things that I used to look at when I had an event. And by the way, events will do things for your community that you could never do by yourself. How many of you remember Mike Tyson? You may be too young. When he first started boxing, and he was knocking people out within seconds. And in my mind, I would laugh. I'd be like, I'm not going to pay a ticket, a crazy high ticket price, fly across the world, wherever he's fighting, to watch him knock somebody out in the first 10 seconds from the wind from his glove, because it was over so fast. And then you fast forward, all of a sudden, here's Mike Tyson. Don King is in the ring, and he's holding up Mike Tyson's hand, and he's like, look, this fight was nothing, right? The next fight is going to be a fight that goes down in the history books. You will be telling people that you experienced a part of history. It's never happened before, never going to happen again. You want to be there. And you would see the same people that just bought the ticket for a crazy amount of money buying tickets for the next event. Fast forward a few years later, Mike Tyson was broke. Don King was rich. Don King was a great promoter. Now, Mike Tyson around, I give it to him. He's done some big things then. But I will tell you this, I learned that the power, one of the biggest powers you have in business, is learning to be a great promoter. So with this event, I'm not announcing this to you. I'm promoting this to you, right? It doesn't matter what I think about it. What does it mean for you? If you're like, look, I've been praying for something, I've been looking for something, I've been wanting to have part ownership in something, I wanted to have a vehicle that would have the potential to change my family's financial future for life. I've wanted around a group of positive people that are visionaries that want to impact and help the world, that really care about people. Man, I missed the internet boom. I don't want to miss the blockchain boom that's growing faster than the internet in 1996, right? So when I'm sharing that with you, I keep in mind that you are tuned in, just like everybody you talk to their favorite radio station. What's in for me? WIIFM. When you're sharing this with your community members, a lot of them are going to have the resistance. Hey, well, why do I need to be there? What's in it for me? I don't have the time. I don't have the money, whatever it may be. Then that's up to us to promote it, and it's up to us to help solve the problems. Let me give you another reminder of a lesson that I learned. It just refreshed the lesson to me this week being on with Wright and Tony. So here's someone that's made billions in the crypto space, and then the other one has several companies that have done billion within a 30-some month window and has 40 to 50 different LLCs and companies. And we're dealing with how do we solve this challenge? How do we look at this in a different way? And Tony goes, dude, this is why we're able to generate the wealth we generate, because we look at challenges, we love solving problems, we love helping people, and we ask the right questions. So when you have someone, hey, look, I don't know if I can afford it, then don't leave your financial future in their hands, your business in their hands. Go, hey, well, let me ask you this. Let's look right now at what flights are. You go on and go, oh, there's actually an Allegiant flight that flies out of Roanoke that's $50 one way. And then once we get you here, so let's say I can see Jordan right now. I go, hey, well, Jordan's like, hey, I need a room. Hey, no worries, man. We'll find some people that want to share a room. We may put people in a room, but we're not going to be sleeping much anyway. We're going to be excited. These are the things that we did in the past. Help people solve problems. I've seen people go out and rent a bus because they had so many people in their local area that wanted to go, and they took a bus across country. I've had people going, man, well, once I get there, Jordan, I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to even eat, right? And I've seen people go to Sam's or Costco going, look, we take care of our own. And they went and bought a bunch of stuff and made like snack packs for everyone. And I know you think it's silly, but I can point to a dozen friends of mine right now that are multi-millionaires that did those things because they became great problem solvers. And they knew once they got someone to an event, they would never be the same. And so big decisions are made at big events. And then the closer we get to the event too, I'll give you some pointers and tips on things that we did around the event, how we built relationships, we met with people, we set goals, we dreamed together, we shared stories together, we cried together, we got to know one another, and then we mapped out our goals for the next 90 days once we launched that event. So the question was, number one, will you be in Tampa? Number two, how many people, what's your goal to have people with you in Tampa? And I know Kurt, right? Kurt is one of them that went to the event in Fort Lauderdale. Lori and Danny had just talked to him about the blockchain. He made a decision last minute, very inconvenient, having kids and a family and all that. And so went to the event, him and his wife, and now they're in the top 5 or 10 leaders as far as community builders in the entire blockchain ecosystem, right? Decentralized ecosystem that we have, because they went to the event and they saw the vision and they've been crushing it. And so my challenge to you is get registered today, or if you're like, no, we're going to take advantage of the bulk ticket pricing. As soon as that hits the inbox, get with your team, buy those, and then set a goal of how many people you want to have with you, and then be prepared to have fun, to learn a lot, to have your mind blown by what you're going to see, right? If you saw just that short little demo that's going on, your mind is probably already blown just from that one part. That doesn't even address all the other things that I mentioned to you and what we have on the roadmap for the rest of the year. And things are about to get really exciting. So, Kim or Rhonda, am I missing anything before we close out? She may not be able to unmute, but we wanted to keep this short, sweet. Okay, give you the goods, and but I can't wait to hang out with you. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna make a difference, and let's work hard to make 2026 the best year ever. Thanks, everyone.